In Squid Game 3, the most remarkable player hands down is player 222, Jun-hee. She's the first pregnant contestant to join the games, and she's also the ex of player 333, Myung-gi. Once, she trusted her boyfriend's words too blindly, sinking every cent into a bad investment. It crashed, leaving her buried in gambling debts and pregnant. With no other way out, she entered the Squid Game desperate to pay off her debts. Then came the lethal hide-and-seek round. She drew the red team, the killers, but right before the game starts, Myung-gi tracks her down, begging to switch teams. He knows Jun-hee's too kind to swing a knife at anyone, so he promises, once I take out one person, I'll come back to protect you. For my baby, I'd do anything, Jun-hee says. Don't you dare break your promise. After a long pause, she agrees to swap teams with him. The game begins, and Jun-hee barely takes a few steps when her stomach knots up in pain. Luckily, Grandma Gyumja and Hyunju appear, offering to team up. Their mission? Either survive until the end, or find an exit. The Squid Game killers are about to storm in. Even with former Special Forces soldier Hyunju on their side, a senior and a pregnant woman make them easily the weakest group in the entire game. Hyunju takes charge. She scans the area for threats, then signals Jun-hee and Geumja to move forward. They unlock a door with a key, only to realize each door has a unique keyhole shape. Together, their keys fit the circle, triangle, and square, like fate itself is cutting them a break. But luck alone won't get you far in the Squid Game. The trio sprints ahead, darting through countless doors and alleys, yet the killers still zero in on them. Hyunju yanks Jun-hee toward the stairs. Suddenly, Jun-hee slips, tumbling down the steps. The killer is inches away. Jun-hee is too hurt to move, staring down the blade about to strike. In that split second, Hyunju dives in front of her. It's the closest Jun-hee has ever been to death. She locks eyes with Hyunju, a silent plea for help. Hyunju, empty-handed, stands her ground. Determined to shield Jun-hee, she charges the killer, fighting with her bare hands. The player lunges with the knife. Hyunju, trying to avoid harming him, takes a gash to the arm. She has no choice. She flips the killer over her shoulder, snatches the dagger, and finishes them off. Just then, Jun-hee hears the system announcement, player 333 has cleared the round. A spark of hope ignites in her. Myung-gi had promised. Once he passed, he'd come for her. Don't get your hopes up, Hyunju warns. Finding us won't be easy. Jun-hee is drained. No weapon, no fighting skills, and a baby weighing her down. She knows Myung-gi isn't a good man, but right now he's her only lifeline. To her surprise, Myung-gi keeps his word. He doesn't leave after clearing the round. He starts searching everywhere for her. But this starry maze isn't a park. It's a labyrinth of twisting paths. Finding her? Far from simple. When a pregnant woman steps into the Squid Game, is she fated to be nothing but a helpless target? Jun-hee hasn't even caught sight of Myung-gi when her stomach knots up in sharp, relentless cramps. The three manage to scramble into a room, but by then, Jun-hee's ankle is swollen to a grotesque size. Every step feels like pressing her foot onto a bed of knives. She was already slow from the pregnancy, and now it's gone from bad to unbearable. Hyunju tells her to wait here while she goes scouting for an exit, but Jun-hee knows her own condition. Lingering like this will only weigh the others down. Don't bother with me, she says. I'll hide here. You two find the exit. Unexpectedly, Geumja insists on staying with Jun-hee. Hyunju hesitates. Only 15 minutes left until the game ends. Before she can decide, something far worse hits. Jun-hee's water breaks. The baby is coming, and the door stands ajar, leaving them exposed. A killer could burst in any second. Through the Squid Game maze, screams echo non-stop. Geumja rips off a piece of her clothing, covers Jun-hee's legs, and readies herself to help deliver the baby. Jun-hee clamps down on a sleeve, fighting to muffle her cries. Hyunju stands guard at the door, eyes locked on the outside. Out there, it's a bloodbath, players dropping left and right. But in this room, a new life is about to arrive. Almost there, Geumja urges. Push a little more. Jun-hee is teetering on the edge of despair, but she summons one last surge of strength. She gives birth. It's a girl. By now, Jun-hee is so drained she can barely lift her head. She watches as Geumja uses a hairpin to cut the umbilical cord, then cradles the baby in her arms. This is her first time as a mother, yet she can't even give her child a safe place. Shame floods over her. The baby's cries reach a killer's ears. He bursts into the room, and when he spots an old woman and a pregnant woman, he sees them as easy prey. In that split second, Hyunju throws herself in front of them. The enemy shoves Hyunju hard. She slams into the wall, and a blade slices into her thigh. Gritting through the pain, she sweeps his legs, sending him crashing down. They grapple into an adjacent room where Hyunju snatches the dagger and takes him out for good. As she turns to leave, she freezes. This is the exit. She jams the 3 keys into the locks and the door creaks open. One step through and she'd be safe, but she thinks of Jun-hee and Geumja. Limping through the pain, she turns back to share the news. Before she can speak, a white-hot pain tears through her back. It's Myung-gi, the baby's own father, sneaking up from behind. Jun-hee stares in horror. Time and again, when danger closed in, she'd prayed Myung-gi would come protect her, but every time it was Hyun-ju who'd stood in front, giving her and the baby a shot at living. Now Myung-gi is finally here, and he's killed Hyun-ju. Watching Hyun-ju collapse, Jun-hee breaks down sobbing. What kind of cruel, twisted fate is this? The danger isn't over. The baby's cries will lure more killers sooner or later. Jun-hee and Geum-ja have to move, fast. If Hyun-ju said she found the exit, it must be nearby. Geum-ja clutches the baby. Jun-hee hobbles behind, her broken ankle slowing her. They spot the exit at last. Geum-ja shoves the 3 keys into the locks, and danger hits again. This time, it's Geum-ja's own son, Yong-sik. Yong-sik is spineless. Too scared to go after men, he's set his sights on Jun-hee. He raises his knife, closing in, but Geum-ja darts to block him. I haven't killed anyone yet, Yong-sik babbles, trembling. I'll die if this keeps up. Killer and I survive. Jun-hee tenses, sneaking a glance at the doorknob. She tries to slip away, but Yong-sik cuts her off. The baby lets out a sharp cry. Jun-hee meets Yong-sik's gaze, a silent plea. He mutters, "I'm sorry," as he lifts the dagger, but his arm freezes mid-swing. Geum-ja has driven her hairpin into his side, shielding Jun-hee. The game timer blares, "Time's up." They're safe, but Yong-sik is gone forever. Back in the dorm, Jun-hee nurses her baby for the first time. The feeling is nothing short of surreal. After the vote, the games will go on. Geum-ja presses rations into Jun-hee's hands. Guilt gnaws at Jun-hee. If not for saving her, Geum-ja would never have had to hurt her own son. But Geum-ja waves it off, telling her only to care for herself and the baby. Jun-hee thought they'd fight together till the end. But the next morning, she wakes to find Geum-ja dead. She'd taken her own life. Death is routine in the Squid Game, but Jun-hee never thought the teammate she'd counted on to stand beside her? None left. Red guards order players to the next game. Jun-hee sets the baby down, ready to go, but a whimper stops her. A mother can't bear to leave her child. In the end, Jun-hee decides the baby comes with her. On the way to the arena, Gi-hun calls out, offering to hold the baby. Jun-hee had never met him before the games, but she knows he's different. He's not here for the prize. With him, she can speak freely. If I hadn't kept her, Jun-hee says, I'd be alone again. She'd be my family, someone to stay. I know it'll be hard, but with her, maybe I can be happy. Her voice cracks, but Grandma Geum-ja and Hyun-ju, they died because of me. Gi-hun's tone softens. It's not your fault. They chose. I have a daughter too, and I was a terrible father. Watching her grow, best thing I'll ever do. No matter what, I'll keep your baby safe. I'll help. Jun-hee wipes her tears. Her daughter is her weakness, and her courage. This round is Squid Game's deadliest yet, high wire rope jumping. It's a death sentence for Jun-hee. Her broken ankle, left untreated, has swollen to a grotesque size. Add in the fact she can't handle intense movement right after giving birth. This level feels impossible for her. The red guards bark. Any player who doesn't reach the other side on time gets eliminated. Everyone here, including this baby. Jun-hee clutches the child tight. To protect her, she makes a reckless choice. She begs Gi-hun to carry the baby across the bridge. He agrees, strapping the baby to his chest, vowing to return for her once he's safe. Jun-hee takes one last look at her child, forcing a steady voice. I'm okay. I can do this. Gi-hun doesn't fail her. He leaps successfully to the other side. In that moment, Jun-hee's shoulders slump, relief, but only for a second. She practices in place, prepping to jump, but crumples after 2 weak attempts. She slumps to the ground to catch her breath. That's when Myung-gi strolls over, offering a hand to pull her up. Jun-hee yanks her arm away, fury blazing. Why'd you kill Hyun-ju? She snarls. For the money? She saved me and my baby, and you stabbed her in the back. Myung-gi rushes to defend himself. I didn't know you were with her. I was trying to protect you and the baby, not just myself. I did it so we could escape, start over, have a good life. Jun-hee shoves her swollen ankle in his face, firing 3 questions in rapid succession. How? Gonna carry me? Think you can? And mark this? My baby has nothing to do with a scumbag like you. Myung-gi had just insisted he wasn't selfish, but one look at her mangled ankle and he walks off alone. Predictable, unreliable as always. Everyone else has crossed, now Jun-hee is the only one left. 1 minute remains, anyone still on this side gets gunned down on the spot. Gi-hun starts racing back, but Jun-hee screams, don't, stay there, please. She knows she can't make it. Her last act is to entrust her baby to Gi-hun. Tears spilling, she chokes out her final plea. If you can't go on, my baby dies too. You told me, no matter what, protect your child. That's what I'm doing. Please, help her. Gi-hun stares, his eyes burning with rage and grief. Jun-hee steps to the platform's edge. 10 seconds left in her life. She finds peace knowing the baby is with Gi-hun. Tears streaming, she lifts her left foot and ends it herself. It was the baby that gave Jun-hee the courage to join Squid Game, dreaming of a safe future. But this game is built on a mountain of bodies. Even with every odd stacked against her, she fought like hell. As the first pregnant player, she, Hyunju, and Grandma Gyumja, 3 outcasts, forged the strongest bond in this killing field. Her final choice to end her life wasn't cowardice, it was courage. She turned her weakness into armor, paving a path for her baby with her own blood. This is Squid Game 3, Jun-hee's story. The game ends here, but its players stay with us. Real people, each with their own story. Which player's tale do you want next? Drop a comment. If you liked this, hit like and subscribe. See you next time.